Hello, my name is Dr. Ridwan Fontaine. I teach Islamic management at IIUM, and today we will focus on the second part of Surah Al-Baqarah. So in the first part, we saw that the purpose of life is to do ibadah to Allah. We also saw that the call to the messenger was to guide people to paradise. And now there's a transition. For us to make it to paradise, we need to understand the beginning of creation. So this is a short part. There's only 9 ayat. And in this part, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala explains that, He explains to the angels that He is going to create human beings. And the angels question this and ask, why are you going to create someone who's going to spill blood? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I know what you don't know. And this ayat 32, is their reply. So they say, قَالُوا سُبْحَانَكَ لَا عِلْمَ لَنَا إِلَّا مَا عَلَمْتَنَا إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ الْعَلِيمُ الْحَكِيمُ. This translates as, they said, glory be to you, we have no knowledge except that which you have taught us. Verily it is you, the all-knowing, the all-wise. Okay. This is an amazing ayat. This is one of those ayat which are very, very fundamental to understand our relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As human beings, we think that we know what is best for us. But actually, many times we do not. And Allah knows better what is good for us and what is not. And He understands things with a greater wisdom than we do. So this is a very, very important ayat. This ayat is actually fundamental for the mental health of every human being. Right? At the end of the day, bad things happen to us sometimes. And we get very frustrated and we don't know why. The reality is we only have a very limited amount of knowledge. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows better what is good for us, and He does things with a wisdom. Okay? This is very similar to the Alhamdulillah mindset which I talked about in Surah Al-Fatiha. You have a plan, you try your best, if it works, alhamdulillah. If it doesn't work, you don't worry about it because you know that there's something better coming, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has a wiser plan for you than what you originally anticipated. Now, just to share with you, a couple of weeks ago, I received the assignments for semester 3 students. So I had a group of 49 students who were doing strategic management. I asked them to do Al-Fatiha assignment. And what was quite surprising is almost all of them talked about whatever problems that they had faced when they were at school, high school, or doing their SPM or whatever. It was all about broken relationship, broken homes, broken hopes, dreams that they had which they were not able to fulfill. And a lot of them felt very frustrated, and some of them even questioned, why is Allah doing this to me? Eventually they realized that they had to let go. Eventually they realized that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had something better planned for them. But it took a long time for some of them to let go. And actually, if you reflect on this ayat and you internalize this ayat, you will realize that actually you feel at peace very, very quickly whenever things don't go exactly to your plans, because you've done your best, it didn't work out, you just move on. Okay, so in the next episode, we will look at the next fundamental aspect of our relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is whenever we commit sins, we make tawbah, and then that tawbah is accepted. So we'll talk about that next time. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa barakatuh.